Well, the corporations are, to us medical people, they're like obligatory parasites. They use governments right now as vectors. They are lazy. They don't want to work for their own food. They just want other people, other systems to be working for them. But they will not survive if they are pushing the way they are pushing. On the one hand, people are happy, and it's a good thing that the Middle East is collapsing from under the dictators. And they were all dictators are U.S. sponsored anyway. So if they collapse, people are still going to have to produce food. And after Iraq's invasion by the United States, the Iraqi farmers today have to prove that their wheat seeds are equal to or better than those of Monsanto's. This is by now Iraqi law. Imagine, this is a country where wheat was first grown, first cultivated 14,000 years ago. Who is Monsanto telling them that their seeds are better than those that they were growing in Iraq? This system, Monsanto-driven, will not survive because they're out there forces. Countries like India will not. There will be massive uprising. If they don't back off, there will be massive uprising because it's totally unnecessary. I see that the internet is a great tool now because people are getting so upset that the government, the agriculture colleges, the veterinary colleges, the medical profession, they just come from the sideline and do something which people didn't want. And people find out afterwards, and so they're becoming pretty upset with this. So there will be massive revolutions in those countries, if not here.
Yeah. Well, I think I was when I was a child, I was raised I engaged in an organization called the Boy Scouts of America. And one of the motto of the Boy Scouts is to be prepared. So I really think that's a good motto that we can all apply as great widespread prudence and wisdom. So so just stay tuned and keep reading and be aware and make prudent preparations because it could be a lot worse. But the key thing is to have your health. I mean, it's really hard to engage in any type of activity if you're not healthy, if you're suffering from chronic diseases. And these diseases are in so many cases. I've been a physician for over 30 years, and I can just so confidently state that almost all of these chronic diseases are preventable. The vast majority, well over 75, probably over 95% of them. If you just follow a simple, healthy lifestyle, you won't get these diseases. You can easily reach to be 100 years old, and not just 100 in a wheelchair all crippled up with no energy and a mind that's failed, but a 100-year-old who's active, engaged, enthusiastic, and engaged in daily activities and have full motion, range of motion, and a brain that works. So it's totally possible if you follow these things. And you're a good example. People would have you look like a man who's 30 years younger than you or 40 years younger. How old are you? I mean, I'm 76. I mean, you look terrific. And I think you're going to look terrific for another 30 years because you're following these principles. And that's what it's all about. And if we can motivate and inspire people to engage in these and apply them and to resist the manipulation and the brainwashing from the traditional media, then they're going to have a lot happier lifestyle or life.
I think the children are the solution. One of my granddaughters came because I brought them here last year. I said I'm going to teach you how to garden. So I handed them a little tractor and so forth. And, so they worked with me all summer last year. This year, my youngest granddaughter says she is doing a school project with her friend, and they're going to make a small documentary on a famous Canadian, and they've chosen me as a famous Canadian, and it's all about food. So I think there is hope that if children take it up, that's where the solution is. We're not going to change the old people.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. It's something that we don't do as much on the site to address the children, but I think that's a wise process, and really one of the reasons why the existing paradigm or model has been so successful because they have been preaching and seeking to influence that market. And, they're actively engaged through their Saturday morning commercials and all the other media that they have access to, and the movies and the cartoons to influence kids in the direction that's going to benefit them and not their long-term health. So thanks again for your commitment, for your dedication, and for all your hard work. It's really a team effort, and I'm deeply appreciative of all you've done and will continue to do. And would strongly recommend people pick up a copy of your book, Grow Up to the Core. We'll have a link to it so that you can pick it up, and we'll take it from there.
Very good. Thank you. I have a website people know. It's www.shivchopra.com, Shiv Chopra, one word. And so there's a lot of stuff there on these things. Or they can reach me on the Facebook.
Okay, terrific. Well, thank you, Dr. Chopra, and keep up the good work.